Hello everyone, this is the Gaming Redneck, and we are back with more Eastern Hockey Manager, or Eastside Hockey Manager, excuse me. I lost my last save file, so we're going to start over from the beginning. You may have noticed that I've deleted my previous two videos, but we're going to start back over at the beginning here. I've already loaded up everything. Our general manager is named Biff Wellington. That's usually my video game character. And we're going to take control of the Carolina Hurricanes in the National Hockey League. We've already set all our settings and everything. Let's go ahead and take a look at our first emails. Just welcoming me to the Carolina Hurricanes, founded in 1979, 21,000 capacity at the Lenovo Center in Raleigh, North Carolina. We play in the Metropolitan Division of the National Hockey League. Our rivals are the Capitals, the Blue Jackets, and the Flyers. We've had one Stanley Cup in our history, winning it in 2006. Ever since then, we have not made it back to the finals. We made it to the conference finals a few times, but never made it back to the Stanley Cup finals. We've made the Stanley Cup finals twice. One in 2006, where we won against the Edmonton Oilers, and then in 2002, we lost in 5 games to the Detroit Red Wings that year. Our current head coach is Rob Brindamore, who just resigned about a year ago. Our assistant GM, Tyler DeLoe, is here to assist. Sebastian Aho, Jacob Slavin, and Brent Burns are among the best players on the team. Nikita Artemanov, Bradley Nadeau, and Simon Forsmark are amongst our highly rated group of prospects. We have a farm affiliation with Chicago Wolves. And let's see, let's check out. We're expected to make the playoffs this year. That's the board's goal. The fans are indifferent about the hire of Biff Wellington, and we've already released our schedule. We got Tampa Bay at home, Tampa Bay away, and New Jersey at home to open up the season. So what we're going to do right now is we are going to go ahead and we are going to uh, put our scouts onto where we need them to go. Let's see here. There we are. All right, let's take a look at the scout here. So Reese Jessup, Canadian, 17 and 18, and determination 20. Not really good with young talent. So what I normally like to do, just for sake of realism, is I try to put them into their region, just because they would know the most about it. So we will go ahead and assign them to North America. We're going to put him as permanent. I usually like to just put my ages between 18 and 29 because I generally don't like to sign anybody over the age of 30 unless I like really know who they are. So we'll go ahead and assign him. Let's see, John McNamara. He's Canadian as well. We'll put him as next opposition. Okay, Ian Meager. He's Canadian as well, out of Montreal, Quebec. We'll put him in North America as well. All right, who is next? Nevalainen out of Finland. We'll put him in Scandinavia. Sorry, I'm autistic, so sometimes I have trouble speaking. Um, put him permanent. I just like to get my scouts out of the way as fast as possible. That way we don't have to worry about it for a year. Let's see, Russia. All right, we'll stick him over in Russia. Actually, we'll let him take over Asia. Next, Daniel Eklund, Swedish. We'll put him over in Scandinavia as well. Whoop. Let's cancel that. Okay, who's next? Mark Craig, American. We'll put him on NHL entry draft. Okay, who's next? Don Elland. We'll put him on entry draft as well. Eric Fink, American. We'll put him on league. We'll just have him scout the National Hockey League. Okay. Eric Joyce. We'll skip him for now. I want to see who the highest is working with the youngsters, because I'm going to put him on the youth. Scouting the youth. Working with the youngsters, 18, Cody Nicolette. So we'll go ahead and assign him to youth players. Let's take a look here. Working with young, so we'll assign him to youth as well. Okay. Ellen Etchingham, American. So we'll go ahead and start. We'll put him on UK and Irish. All right, who do we have left here? So we have 3 we haven't assigned yet. So let's go back to Eric Joyce. We will put them on Central European. Bob Lucchini, let's check them out here. We'll put them on Eastern European. Okay. And last but not least, David Birdston. They're Canadian. So we will put them one second. No, we don't want to do that. Let's see, UK and Irish, Eastern, Central. Okay, so we'll assign them to Southern European. And if for any reason something doesn't work out here, this is my first time really diving into this game, besides the 2 videos I made prior, so things might not work out, but we will learn as we go. Okay, all our scouts are assigned. Let's take a look at our roster. All right. So Jesper Fast is on IR, a right winger. We have one of the best goalie tandems in the league in Frederick Anderson and Peter Kochetkov. And then we've got our all-star players pretty much are Svechnikov when he's healthy. He does have injury issues. Sebastian Aho, Seth Jarvis, Taylor Hall. He's still got a little bit left in the gas tank. We signed him to help boost the wing. And then Brent Burns, he's been in the NHL forever, but he's still a solid defenseman. Jacob Slavin's probably our best defenseman. Um, and then we've got Stankoven at winger. He's an up and coming player. Martinuk shouldn't be here too much longer. He's been here like forever. Let me see here. How do we set jersey numbers? We're gonna go ahead and just set our jersey numbers and captains. Um, what is this? This player has agreed to move to another team in the future. Okay. Well, okay, we'll submit. And let's see. Before we go deep diving, I do want to set our GM options. I do not want to coach the games myself. That's why we hired Rod Brindamore. We will set preseason games. Head coach takes control of exhibition games. Head coach takes control of practice. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. All right, I believe we are ready to advance. Now, the way I like to, everybody forms their hockey teams different. I don't like to do a lot of, like a big free agent splash or trades unless it's an emergency. I pretty much like to build through the draft and, for the long haul. So we'll go ahead and advance a day. I at least want to get through the preseason and our first video. San Jose Sharks have offered a contract to Ryan Johansson. Okay, not interested. NHL entry draft scouting started. Eastern European Europe scouting started. Youth scouting started. Okay, go ahead and advance. All right, scouting, 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 scouting. Okay, no problem. Scouting, 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 scouting. Okay, not much going on. Just scouting that started. Keep going. Utah appointed Todd Reardon as a scout. He has signed a contract until June 30th, 2025 for $70K. Utah have appointed Chris O'Hearn as a scout, $70K. Utah have appointed Mark Recchi as a scout. Wow. $70K. New York Rangers get Gallant. New York Rangers have appointed Gerard Gallant as assistant GM. He has signed a contract until June 30th, 2025 with a total of $1 million. Hurricanes have sold 17,557 season tickets. Scout Mark Craig has reported back with his initial findings for the NHL entry draft. Borderline players 1, players not good enough 1, exciting prospects 2, promising prospects 1, decent prospects 12, borderline 4, and long shot 3. Utah have appointed Paul McLean as a scout. He has signed a contract until June 30th, 2025 for a total of $85,000. San Jose have snapped up flashy center Ryan Johansson from free agency. He has signed a contract until June 30th, 2027, worth a total of $8.5 million. Okay. Utah have appointed Mike Kelly as a scout. He has signed a contract until June 30th for $85,000. Nashville are interested in acquiring Evan Rodriguez after the Florida Panthers right winger was put on the block. League cap is at $95.5 million, while Florida is currently standing at $96.25 million. Rodriguez cap hit is 300, or not 300 million. Dear God, 3 million. See, more Rodriguez rumors. Ottawa, Vancouver are in the mix apparently. Eastern European scouting. So we can go ahead and advance. Utah have appointed Craig McTavish as a scout. I think he was the coach of the Edmonton Oilers when they went to the Cup in '06 against the Hurricanes. He signed a contract until June 30th, 2025 for a total of $70K. Scouting, more scouting. Okay, so there's been a trade between New Jersey and Florida. New Jersey has given up Shane LaChance and a 2025 second round pick and a 2025 third round pick for Evan Rodriguez. Okay, so Florida got Rodriguez out of there. So they should be under the cap now. So Vestal's Vladimir Grudinin will be out of action for 2 weeks after he suffered a foot contusion in practice. Okay, he was a Carolina draft pick in 2022, fifth rounder. Okay, more scouting. Okay, nothing really going on. All right, let's go ahead and advance. Scouting. Okay, let's keep going. Updating for youth scouting. Okay, looks like they hit on some people. 2 exciting prospects, 2 promising prospects, and 2 decents, 1 borderline. Okay. Let's go ahead and advance. Boston have appointed Charlie Huddy as an assistant coach. He has signed a contract until June 30th, 2025, worth a total of $600K. Utah have appointed Chris Pryor as a scout. He signed a contract until June 30th, worth a total of $70K. Exciting prospects. 1 coming out of the NHL entry draft, 12 decent prospects, 4 borderline. Team USA to appoint general manager. The American Ice Hockey Association are looking to appoint a new general manager for the United States to guide them in the upcoming World Cup. Carolina Hurricanes have sold 17,564 season tickets. Scouting. Scandinavian scouting. National Hockey League scouting. Seattle have appointed Michelle Therian as assistant coach. He signed a contract until June 30th, 2025 for $375,000. Scouting. A lot of scouting. Team Canada to appoint a new general manager in the upcoming World Cup. Update for NHL entry draft scouting. Promising prospects, 1 decent, 10, 2 borderline, and 1 long shot. New Jersey Devils have offered Carolina Hurricanes an exhibition game. We will certainly take that. Okay, just Eastern Europe scouting. Perfect. Keep going. So we're going ahead and scheduling our preseason games. We got our first one on the board against the Devils. Let's take a look here. Vancouver Canucks general manager Patrick Alvin is rumored to be interested in taking the Team Canada general manager position. Scouting, scouting, scouting. Okay, just a bunch of scouting, scouting, scouting. Team United States have appointed Eric Tulsky as their general manager for the World Cup. More scouting, 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 scouting. Jacob Slavin has been selected to the Team United States roster for the World Cup. Dmitry Orlov and Andrei Svechnikov have been selected to Team Russia. Sebastian Aho has been selected to Team Finland. Carolina Hurricanes have sold a total of 17,571 season tickets for the season. Fans will be hoping the team give them something to cheer about. Carolina Hurricane directors are looking forward to a long and successful era under Biff Wellington's management. More scouting, and the Hurricanes are gearing up for training camp starting on September the 9th. Yeah, we'll play Dallas. Dallas has challenged us for an exhibition game. Team Canada have appointed Chuck Fletcher as their general manager for the World Cup. Winnipeg Jets have challenged us to an exhibition game. We will certainly do that. Update for NHL entry draft, Eastern Europe scouting. Scouting, 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 scouting. Okay. Yeah, we'll play against Anaheim. Get somebody out in the West. Scouting, scouting, scouting. We just need one more exhibition game to flesh out our preseason schedule. We're just going to keep the captains we have. Stahl's going to be the captain. Aho and Slavin are going to be our alternates. That's fine. All right, what's our schedule looking like? So our first exhibition is on the 19th of September, so 12 days away. Carolina annual training camp begins tomorrow. A total of 22 players are expected to participate. This year there are no tryout players attending the camp. That's fine. Carolina Hurricanes Jacob Slavin played in the Team USA's 3-0 World Cup group stage. Group A win over Team Russia. Slavin played an okay game, logging 16 minutes and 4 seconds of ice time. He was even. Svechnikov logged at 9 minutes and 50 seconds. He was even in the loss. Highly polished performance from the Team United States players saw their team run out 3-0 winners over Team Russia at the Mega Sports Arena. The superiority enjoyed by USA was such that the winning margin could well have been far greater. Aho had a big game in his win. Team Finland over Chechnya 6-4. He logged 15 and a half minutes of ice time. He scored a goal while finishing +1. Defenseman Mark Giordano's wonderful NHL career was capped with his induction in the Hall of Fame yesterday. After 19 years in the league, he finished with 1,148 games, 158 goals, and 419 assists for a total of 577 points. Nice. Congratulations to him. Blake Wheeler went in the Hall of Fame. After 16 years in the league, he finished with 1,172 games, 321 goals, and 622 assists for a total of 943 points. Scouting. Neftyanik are interested in acquiring Yegor Velmakin after the Dynamo Minsk goalie was made available by General Manager Oleg Antonenko today. Okay. Detroit have placed Jack Campbell on waivers. He will clear waivers in 24 hours unless claimed. Detroit has also placed Cam Talbot on waivers, so they've put both of their goalies on waivers. That's interesting. Let me take a look at the waiver wire here. That's the only ones? Okay. What does that mean? They are wanted by another team. Oh, goodness. $2.5 million? Yeah, forget about that. We are not interested. We wouldn't be interested anyway, but definitely not for that price tag. A player agent known by Tyler DeLoe is looking for a new team for Tyler Palmer and is wondering if Carolina would like to give him a chance to prove himself. Let's take a look at him. Not interested. Let's see here. Dynamo men have accepted an offer for Yegor Veltmakin. Okay. Update on scouting. Scouting. Alexander Pelovin have been released by Torpedo and is now a free agent. We currently own the rights to that player. Okay. No one was severely lacking in fitness on the first day physicals. Leading the way in the fitness department were Jack Roslovic and Brent Burns. Well, that's good to hear. Team Blue was victorious in their morning scrimmage against Team Red with the final score 4-3. Taylor Hall and Brent Burns made a good impression in the scrimmage. Carolina Hurricanes training camp Team White won their morning scrimmage against Team Green with a score of 8-2. Good God. Coaching staff were ringside evaluating the players and agreed that Logan Stankoven put in the best performance, with Jesperi Kotkaniemi and Seth Jarvis also putting in a good effort. Okay. Finland won 3-2. No, wait. No, Team USA beat Finland 3-2. He had an assist while being +1 with 18:55 of ice time. Slavin logged 21 minutes and 25 seconds of ice time and was +1 in the game. Okay. Sweden beat Slovakia. Okay. Carolina Hurricanes' Andrei Svechnikov played in Team Russia's 4-3 World Cup Group Stage Group A defeat by Team Chechnya. Svechnikov played an okay game, logging at 13 minutes and 5 seconds of ice time. He was even in the game. It was a shootout win, apparently, for Chechnya. Team Canada beat Team Germany 7-0. Dear God. Okay. Scouting. Buffalo Sabres have claimed that Detroit Red Wings Cam Talbot off of waivers. Manchester Storm have offered a contract to Alexander Pelovin. All right. Sebastian Aho played in Team Finland's 3-2 World Cup Group Stage Group A win over Team Russia. Aho had a good game, logging 19 minutes and 45 seconds of ice time and was chosen the second star of the game. He had an assist being +1. Svechnikov logged at 13 minutes and 2 seconds of ice time. He scored a goal while finishing even. Okay. Sweden beat Germany 9-1. Germany's just getting slapped. Goodness gracious. Jacob Slavin played in Team USA's win over Chechnya 6-1. He logged 12 minutes and 19 seconds of ice time. He had an assist, being +1. Canada beat Slovakia 6-1. Scouting. Admiral, I'm going to butcher this. I can't even pronounce that. Goodness gracious. Okay. They made an offer to Alexander Pelovin. Rob Brennemore has reminded you that Carolina Hurricanes are expected to make their first cuts of the training camp today. While it is not mandatory to cut any players at this point, cutting down on the number of players will help the remaining players prepare for the upcoming season. Team Red claimed a victory in their morning scrimmage against Team Green with a final score of 7-1. Jordan Stahl and Sean Walker made a good impression. Team Blue beat Team White 5-0. William Carrier put in the best performance, with Brent Burns and Tyson Jost also putting in a good effort. I don't think we need to make any cuts right now. Let's go ahead and make our... Can we make our lines already? Yeah, I know. Ask Coach. I guess we can't make our lines. Okay, well, we'll just wait for the timing. Cancel. Continue. All right, nothing today. Team Germany taught Team Slovakia a lesson, 4-3. Team Canada beat Team Sweden 5-2. Scouting. Several offers to Pelovin. A lot of offers to Pelovin, as a matter of fact. Team White beat Team Blue 2-1. Jesperi Kotkaniemi made the biggest impression. Team Red beat Team Green 5-0. Taylor Hall and Jordan Stahl made a good impression. San Jose Sharks right winger Mitchell Russell has been placed on the block by his general manager Mike Greer. League cap is at $95.5 million. San Jose's standing at $60 million. Okay, so they're way under the cap. Scouting. All right, let's go ahead and continue. Aho played in Team Finland's 4-3 World Cup quarterfinal defeat by Team Chechnya. He was -1 in the game, logging 19:36 of ice time. Canada beat Slovakia 10-1. Sweden beat Germany 5-1. USA beat Team Russia 3-1. Slavin had a good game. He had an assist while being +2, 16:37 of ice time. Sveshnikov was even in the game, logging 16 minutes and 54 seconds of ice time. Team Blue beat Team White 6-3. William Carrier and Seth Jarvis made a good impression on the scrimmage. Team Green beat Team Red 4-1. Mark Jankowski put on the best performance, with Jack Roslovic and Sebastian Aho also putting in a good effort. Chatfield is struggling. He's got over his game readiness and poor attitude. Rhonda Brennamore reported that he will most certainly have to pick up his play in order to secure his spot on the roster. We'll keep an eye on him. Okay, Forsmark, he's injured. He's international. New York Islanders boss Lou Lamoriello has placed his right winger Tice Thompson on the block. Islanders are currently under the cap, so it's not an emergency. Rumors around Philadelphia Flyers are heating up, and Yeager Zamula seems to be generating some interest around the league. Los Angeles Kings seem to be the front runners at the moment, with sources telling the general manager Rob Blake is willing to part with a decent roster player in return. Okay. Carolina finishes training camp. Kyle Palmieri will be out of action for about 4 months after he suffered a UCL tear in the New York Islanders' 5-4 exhibition win over Minnesota on Tuesday. All right, more scouting news. I think it's our first exhibition game. Oh, here we go. Team Canada beat Team Chechnya 4-2. Team USA beat Team Sweden 4-1. Slavin played an okay game, logging 15 minutes and 7 seconds of ice time. He spent 2 minutes in the box and was +1 in the game. Okay. Manchester have signed reliable defenseman Alexander Pelevin as a free agent. $24,000 contract. All right, so we have a game. There's the stats here. Pretty even. Pretty even. We'll back up a little bit. Okay, we're going to view that game. Okay, so we want to... We'll do extended highlights. Okay, we'll drop the puck. See if that... Oh. Sorry, didn't have sound there for a second. All right, Meyer scored for New Jersey. Carolina's on the power play. All right, Jesperi Kotkaniemi with the goal to tie it. Jarvis with the goal, Chatfield with the assist to give Carolina the lead. Sveshnikov, Jarvis and Chatfield on the assist. Carolina takes a 2-goal lead. Okay, that ends the first period. 3-1 Carolina over New Jersey currently. We'll go ahead and continue on to the second. All right, icing call. Looks like Jordan Stahl's taking the, against Eric Holla. They're taking the faceoffs. The steal, Jordan Stahl with the shot, but it was blocked. Smeshikov's going to the box for holding. New Jersey's going to be on the power play. Aho with the steal and the shot, but is blocked. Anderson with the save. Anderson with another save. 2 on none. Ooh, 2 shots, and Anderson saved them both. Anderson with another save. Anderson with yet another save. All right, Carolina's on the power play now. Hooking call. Jost is on the faceoff. Shot is blocked. All right, no score in the second period. Carolina still up 3-1. Anderson is coming in clutch with some crucial saves in the second. Jordan Stahl with the face-off in their own zone. Save by Anderson. Aho with the shot, but is saved. Anderson with the save. All right, we're down to 4 minutes. Carolina still up by 2 goals. In the Devils zone. Saved by the Devils goalie. Saved by the Devils goalie. All right, Kakayemi on the faceoff. Saved by the Devils goaltender. Aho, empty netter. Makes it 4-1 with 19 seconds left, and that is your final. 4-1, the Carolina Hurricanes over the Jersey Devils. Box score, Meyer with Hischer and Siegenthaler with the assist. Kakayemi with Taylor Hall on the assist. Then Carolina goes up by 1. Seth Jarvis with the goal with the assist by Chatfield. Sveshnikov with the goal. Jarvis and Chatfield with the assist. And then Aho with the empty netter with Carrier and Stahl with the assists. Let's see. Ratings. Is that where it is? Okay, so Chatfield gets the 3rd star. Meyer of the Devils gets the 2nd star. And Jarvis got the 1st star. 1 goal, 1 assist. All right, perfect. All right, no injuries apparently, so we are good to go. Let's take a look here. Talbot's already been. They just traded for Talbot, and now the Sabres are putting Talbot on the block. Oh my goodness. All right, scouting, scouting, scouting. Must have not worked out in Buffalo. Scouting. Canada win the World Cup. They won 4-1 over USA. Well, that sucks. Slavin played an okay game, logging 16 minutes and 52 seconds of ice time. He was -1 in the game. All right. Tulski's contract has expired. They'll be the American Ice Hockey Association will begin the search for his successor. All the Finland and Russia and Canada's general manager was fired, and Slovakia's general manager was fired. Everybody's fired. Everybody lost their job. Vancouver signs Sassana. Vancouver has signed hardworking defenseman Dennis Sassana as a free agent. $975K until June 30th, so it was a one-year contract. Okay. Ottinger. So I guess we're playing Dallas next. Ottinger is the focal point. He's a great goaltender. Heiskanen is a strong defensive presence. Mikko Rantanen dominates off the wing as Rupe Hintz anchors the team at center. Their power play is dominant, so penalties must be kept down. On the other hand, they don't kill penalties so well. They have no key injuries at the moment. Okay, so we will view that game. Let's make sure that... okay, so it's only... Okay, so they do save, so we don't have to set it each game. Okay. Oh, Dallas scores 30 seconds into the game. Anderson lets up one. Cross-checking. Bork's going to the box. So Carolina has a power play. Kotkaniemi on the faceoff. Carolina power play ended without any goals. Aho with the faceoff. Oh, they get another power play. Okay. Carolina's keeping it in the Dallas zone. Voracek's doing a good job so far. Saved by Ottinger. All right, Dallas gets out of that penalty kill. Another penalty. Carolina's going to go back on the power play. Kotkaniemi with the faceoff. Martinook with the shot. It was saved by Ottinger. Svechnikov with the puck now. Svechnikov with the goal. Power play goal. Ties the game. All right, so that's the end of the first period, and the score is tied 1-1. Let's go ahead and continue on to the second. Oh, nice save by Anderson there on a difficult shot. Jordan Stahl with the faceoff in the Hurricane zone. Oh, and a goal off the faceoff. Dumba. Dallas takes the lead 2-1. Saved by Anderson. Kakayemi with the face-off in Carolina zone. Oh, and another, gosh, that's two they have let off the face-off. That is crazy. Dallas takes a 3-1 lead. Anderson with the save. Jordan Stahl on the face-off. They tried it again, but Anderson saved that one. Stahl's going to the box for slashing. Carolina's on the PK. Anderson with some clutch saves there. Kakayemi is now going to the box for cross-checking, so Carolina's on the PK again. They can't afford to do that being down 2 goals. Anderson with the save. Carolina still on the penalty kill, but at least they have it in the Dallas zone now. Stahl with the face-off. Saved by Ottinger. Martinook with the goal. Carolina brings it within 1. And that's the end of the second period. We're going to move on to the third. Carolina only down 3-2 now. Somehow they are still in this game. Nice block. Oh, Rantanen at the edge of the net. Just easy goal there. Dallas goes up 4-2. Kakayemi going back to the box for cross-checking. Oh no, hooking, excuse me. It's the second time he's been in the box, I believe. Stahl on the face-off. Anderson with the save there. 14 seconds left on the penalty kill. Save by Anderson. Save by Anderson. Penalty kill is over. Carolina's still down 2 goals. Oh, Aho with the goal brings it to 1, 4-3 with 12:40 to go. Carolina is still in this game. Petrovic is going to the box for hooking. Carolina is on the power play now. Aho with the face-off. Sveshnikov is also on the ice. Saved by Ottinger. Aho with the puck. Saved by Ottinger. Vesikov. Saved by Ottinger. Martinook with the shot. 3 minutes to go. Carolina still down by 1. Penalty on Petrovic. Carolina is going to get a power play at the end of the game. They will have a chance to tie this. Aho on the face-off. Sveshnikov is also on the ice. Slavin's on the ice as well. Oh, no, wait. That's Burns and Gostisbehere. Sveshnikov with the goal with 2 minutes to go. Carolina has tied this game. Burns with the puck. Oh, it's get taken. Sveshnikov with the puck. Ottinger with the save. Stahl with the faceoff in Dallas' zone. Minute and 30 to go. Anderson with the puck. They're going to take the faceoff in Carolina zone. Kakayemi on the faceoff. Kotkaniemi with the steal. Oh, Dallas takes it right back. Kotkaniemi with the puck. Nope, Martinook doesn't have it. Saved by Anderson. 44 seconds to go. Tyson Joss on the face-off in Carolina zone. They win the face-off. They take it to put it on Dallas's end. Dallas comes back at center ice. Martinook almost gets the puck, but Ottinger gets it. All right, Jordan Staal on the face-off in Dallas' zone. It is 14 seconds to go. Aho and Svechnikov are both on the ice, along with Brent Burns and Slavin. Steal by, oh, no. Burns with the puck. And that's the end of it. We're going to go into overtime. Hintz is going to the box for tripping. Staal, Aho, Slavin, and Burns are on the ice for the power play. Aho with the puck. Burns, Slavin, Burns, saved by Ottinger. Jarvis, Svechnikov, Gostisbehere, and Walker are on the ice. Saved by Ottinger. Staal with the puck. Saved by Ottinger on the wraparound. Svechnikov. Ottinger with the save. Staal, Aho. Slavin's going to recover the puck. Burns. Jarvis with the shot. Ottinger with the save. Jarvis, Svechnikov. Gostisbehere and Walker are on the ice for the power play now. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Steal by Dallas. They clear the puck. Save by Anderson. Walker's going to the box for slashing, so Dallas is going to have a power play until the end of the overtime period. Staal is taking the faceoff. They lose the faceoff. Nice defense. They clear the puck. Ottinger passes it out. Slavin with the puck. Oh, they clear it again. Staal. Oh, what a move by Staal to clear the puck. And that's the end of overtime. So we're going to go into a shootout now, I believe. Okay, Aho first in the shootout against Ottinger. Save by Ottinger. Sanguin's going against Anderson now. Save by Anderson. Burns against Ottinger now. Goal by Burns. Carolina goes up 1-0 on the shootout. Save by Anderson. Svechnikov with the puck now against Ottinger. Save by Ottinger. Robertson against Anderson now. Save by Anderson, and somehow Carolina comes out with the win. What a comeback. That was a tough game. So Duchesne with the goal for Dallas puts them out in the lead first. Sanguin and Marshman on the assists. Svechnikov ties it for Carolina with Hall and Walker power play goal. Dumba with Sanguin to take the lead 2-1. And then Heiskanen and Hintz make it 2-goal lead. Martinook with Roslovic and Jankowski at 39-16 bring Carolina back to 1. Rantanen with Hintz and Robertson make it a 2-goal lead again. Then Aho with Staal and Svechnikov make it a 1-goal deficit. And then Svechnikov with Aho and Hall tie the game. And then in the shootout, Carolina wins the game. So Taylor Hall gets the 3rd star. Rantanen gets 2nd star. Let's see, Hall had 0 goals, 2 assists. Rantanen had 1 goal, no assists. And then Svechnikov gets the 1st star, 2 goals and 1 assist. So he got 3 points in the game. Great win by Carolina. In other news, Toronto beat Los Angeles 4-0. And the Islanders beat Vegas 4-3. Let's take a look at our email. Okay, so no injuries so far reported. Okay, we're going to play Winnipeg next, and then some scouting. Let's take a look at the scouting report. Connor Hellebuck is the cornerstone of the team. John Morrissey is a punishing hitter who patrols the blue line with authority. Their top wingers, Kyle Connor and Nikolaj Ehlers, are a threat which shouldn't be taken lightly. They have a well-run power play, so penalties should be kept to a minimum. On the other hand, they haven't gotten a strong penalty-killing crew. They have no key injuries at the moment. All right, a lot of games on the docket tonight, so we'll go ahead and go to Carolinas. Okay, we're going to be in the white. Winnipeg's going to be in the blue. Let's drop the puck. Orlov is going to the box for hooking. We're going to be on the penalty kill. Jordan Stahl with the faceoff. Saved by Anderson. Saved by Anderson again. Still on the penalty kill for Carolina. Saved by Anderson. Stahl with a pass to Aho. Martinook with the shot, but it is saved. Stahl on the faceoff in the Carolina zone. Saved by Anderson. Sveshnikov is going to the box for slashing. Jarvis with the shot. Doesn't go. Saved by Anderson. Oh, man. Morgan Barron gets one past Anderson for the goal. Winnipeg's up 1-0. Kotkaniemi with a shot, but it is deflected. Toninato is going to the box for slashing. Aho is going to take the face-off of Winnipeg zone. Aho, Taylor Hall, and Sveshnikov are on the ice currently. Shot by Aho. It is saved. Hall with the puck. Svechnikov. Kotkaniemi gets the puck taken from him by Hellebuck. All right, that's the end of the first. Winnipeg has a 1-0 lead on the Hurricanes. Another goal. Ehlers with the goal. Gets it past Anderson. Winnipeg's up by 2. Saved by Anderson. Sveshnikov with the puck. Aho. Aho with the one-timer. Gets it past Hellebuck. Winnipeg with only a 1-goal lead now. Stahl with the face-off in the Winnipeg zone. Aho with another goal. Carolina has tied the game. Sveshnikov and Aho are putting on a show so far. DeMello is going to the box for roughing. Carolina's on the power play now. Hellebuck with the save. Aho's going to take the face-off again. Hall and Svechnikov. Gostisbehere and Burns are on the ice currently. Svechnikov with the shot, blocked by Hellebuck. Burns with the shot, blocked by Hellebuck. All right, so the Jets were able to kill that penalty. Velarde's going to the box for holding now. Carolina gets another power play. Aho, Hall, and Svechnikov. Burns and Gostisbehere are on the ice. Hall with a pass to Svechnikov. Hellebuck with the save. Stahl. Save by Hellebuck. That is the end of the second tie game. Carolina 2, Winnipeg 2. Kotkaniemi on the faceoff at center ice. Hall and Martinook, Orlov and Chatfield on the defense. Winnipeg scores. Ehlers' second goal of the game. Svechnikov with the puck now. Stahl with the shot, blocked by Hellebuck. Oh, Stankoven blasts one past Hellebuck to tie the game 3-3. All right, icing is called. Jankowski's going to take the faceoff. Blocked by Jankowski. Offsides. Was it offsides? No, Hall's going to the box for hooking. Never mind. Winnipeg has the power play now. Anderson with the save. Anderson, 2 saves by Anderson. Svechnikov with the puck now to Aho. Svechnikov with the shot. Oh, rebound, goal! Carolina goes up by 1. 3 minutes to go now. Svechnikov clears the puck. Offsides on Winnipeg. Kotkaniemi with the face-off. Hall and Martinook on the wing. Chatfield and Orlov for the defense. Martinook with the puck. Empty netter with a minute to go. Carolina has a 2-goal lead now. All right, Burns with the puck now. Svechnikov. That's the game. Carolina with another comeback win. 5-3 over the Jets. Let's take a look at the box score. Barron opens the scoring up with Ehlers and Fleury on the assist. Winnipeg takes a 1-goal lead. Ehlers with Perfetti on the assist. Make it 2-0. Aho with Svechnikov and Walker bring it 2-1. Aho with another goal with Svechnikov ties the game at 2. Ehlers with his second goal of the game with Shaw and Coughlin with the assist. Make it 3-2. And then Carolina just racks off 3 goals in a row. Stankoven with Roslovic and Jarvis to tie the game. Svechnikov with Aho and Walker to take a 1-goal lead. And then finally Taylor Hall with Martinook and Chatfield, an empty netter, to take the game out of reach. Ehlers, 2 goals and 1 assist, gets the 3rd star for Winnipeg. Aho, 2 goals, 1 assist for the 2nd star for Carolina. And then Svechnikov with the 1st star, 1 goal, 2 assists. So Carolina with their 2nd comeback in a row. And they are still undefeated. Let's take a look at the scores around the league. Nashville defeated Colorado 4-3. Washington defeated Columbus 4-3. Ottawa defeated Detroit 4-3. The Rangers defeated Edmonton 5-2. Philadelphia defeated Vancouver 6-2. Calgary defeated San Jose 4-2. Jersey lost to Seattle 5-2. Buffalo defeated St. Louis 6-2. Montreal defeated Utah 4-3. Vegas defeated Florida 4-3. Let's take a look at the email. Okay, no injuries reported, so we are good. I think we only have one more exhibition game. Alexei Volkov is rumored to be approached by Team Russia. Scouting. Mikko Milikowski, hope I said that right, is rumored to be considered taking over the Team Finland general manager position. Scouting. Okay, we're playing Anaheim next. Scouting. All right, let's take a look at Anaheim. John Gibson is a focal point for Anaheim, providing strong goaltending. Hard-hitting Jacob Trouba anchors the blue line for them. Top winger Troy Terry is a key player. Their power play is dominant, so penalties must be kept down. On the other hand, they don't kill penalties so well. I think that's been the scouting report for every team we've played so far. Okay, so we will view that game. Okay, we are in the white. Have we been the away team for every game? That's crazy. All right, so let's drop the puck. All right, Zagros is going to the box for cross-checking to open up the first period. As Carolina gets an early power play. Joss is on the faceoff. Sveshnikov, Carrier, Gostisbehere, and Burns. Gibson with several saves to open up. Another save. Another save by Gibson. Carolina on the power play. Carrier with the shot, saved by Gibson. Power play is over. Gibson with another save. Carolina's putting a lot of pressure on Anaheim early. Goal! Stankoven gets one past Gibson. Carolina takes the lead. Kylington cross-checking on Idaho. Carolina gets another power play. Joss is going to take the face-off. Carrier and Svechnikov are on the ice. Gostisbehere and Burns playing defense. Save by Gibson. Another save by Gibson. Aho is going to take the face-off. Same line as before. Orlov's on the ice now. I don't think he was on the ice previously. Slavin. Orlov. Saved by Gibson. All right, power play is over. No success for Carolina. Johnston is going to the box for roughing. Carolina with another power play. Anaheim can't keep this up if they're wanting to win this game. Constantly in the box. Saved by Gibson. Another save by Gibson. Oh, what a difficult shot. And Jarvis gets it by Gibson to take a 2-0 lead. End of the first period, Carolina has a 2-0 lead over the Anaheim Ducks. Svechnikov with the puck now. Saved by Gibson on the one-timer. Kotkaniemi with the face-off now. Roslovic and Hall as the wingers, Slavin and Burns as the defense. Anderson with the save. Icing on Anaheim. Joss is going to take the face-off in the Anaheim zone. All right, Hellison is going to the box for charging. Carolina gets another power play. This is unsustainable here by Anaheim. Svechnikov. Gibson with the save. Gibson is single-handedly keeping Anaheim in this game. Save by Gibson. And Anaheim gets out of the power play, but they do face an icing call, so Carolina will take the face-off in Anaheim zone. Stahl with the face-off. Aho and Carrier are the wingers. Orlov and Chatfield for the defense, and Aho puts one by Gibson to take a 3-0 lead. Robinson is going to the box for Carolina for elbowing. Anaheim's going to get a power play. They desperately need this to succeed. Anderson with the save. Anderson with another save. And that's the end of the second period. What's the box score? I need to take a look. How many shots has Carolina has already put 39 shots on net in 2 periods. That is crazy. Anaheim only has 16. Carolina's had 5 power plays. Goodness gracious, but they haven't scored a single power play goal. Wow. Okay. Let's go to the third. Stahl Stahl gets one by Gibson. Carolina takes a 4-0 lead. I mean, you can't blame Gibson for this. Anaheim is just playing terrible. Another goal. Stankoven gets one past Gibson. It's a 5-0 game now. All right, so face off in Carolina zone. Stahl with Aho. They're on the penalty kill. Anderson with the save. Aho tries to clear, doesn't succeed. Anderson with the save. Minute to go in the power play, and Anaheim finally gets one home. It is 5-1. All right, so Carolina's on the power play again. Jost with the face-off. Carrier and Svechnikov are on the ice. Gostisbehere and Burns are on the ice as defense. Gostisbehere with the shot. Doesn't go through. And that is the end. 5-1 dominant over the Anaheim Ducks. Let's take a look at the box score. Stankoven with Robinson opens the game up 1-0. Jarvis with Walker make it 2-0. Aho 3-0. Stahl with Aho and Orlov make it 4-0. Stankoven with the second goal of the game with Chatfield and Robinson make it 5-0. And then Kylington finally gets Anaheim on the board. Killorn with the assist. How many shots 50 shots on goal that Gibson had to take. Goodness gracious. That is crazy. Carolina was 0 for 6 on the power play. Anaheim was 1 for 2. All right, let's take a look at the ratings. Anderson with the third star, 19-20. Aho with the second star, 1 goal, 1 assist. Stankoven, 2 goals. All right, let's take a look at the action around the league. Buffalo beat the Islanders 4-3. Winnipeg beat Colorado 4-3. Washington beat Florida 5-2. Rangers beat Dallas 6-3. Pittsburgh beat Utah 4-2. Tampa Bay beat Boston 3-2. Toronto beat Vancouver 5-1. And Los Angeles beat Vegas 4-3. Okay, so no injuries, so that's good. And I think we end the preseason undefeated. Moritz Seider has been suspended for 2 NHL games starting on September 27th after his violent conduct in the exhibition game against Detroit and the Islanders. Detroit won the game 3-2. Okay. Tampa Bay Lightning were predicted to most likely to lift the Stanley Cup at the end of the season. Well, let's hope not. With Vegas Golden Knights challenging right behind them, the Kings and the Red Wings were named as the possible surprise teams of the season, while San Jose Sharks and Chicago Blackhawks were predicted to have a long and difficult season. I could see that happening. Let's see here. We were ranked 12th. Oh my goodness. Aho, Stankoven, the key arrival. Aho's projected to be the MVP. Okay. When does the regular season start? I at least want to get to there in our first video. Okay, so the 15th? No, the 11th. 11th of October. So we need to get that far. Okay, let's try to get through this as fast as possible. Nikita Kucherov has been suspended one NHL game after his violent conduct in the exhibition game between Tampa and Boston. Team Russia appoint Alexei Volkov as general manager. More scouting. I think our numbers look good. We'll submit. Scouting, 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 scouting. Let me take a look at the roster real quick. So we only have 2 scratches. Okay. What does our... Okay. All right, so we really don't have to make any cuts. That's good. I don't believe so. We just have 2 scratches. I can deal with that. Okay. And 1 on IR, so there's really only 1 scratch. So yeah, that's good. We can deal with that. Okay. Ooh, 45. Okay. Anaheim Ducks left winger Jensen Harkins has been placed on the block. They're way under the salary cap. Winnipeg has placed 4 players on waivers. Let's see who they are. What does this mean? Wanted by another team? The team is listening to offers for this player. We really don't need anybody right now. Patrick Brown and Tyler Pitlick have been placed on waivers by Boston. Buffalo has placed Jacob Bryson and Cale Clegg on waivers. Chicago has placed Zach Sanford on waivers. Colorado Avalanche boss Chris McFarland has placed his defenseman Cal Rosen on the block. Colorado's under the cap. So. Right winger Chris Wagner has also been placed on the block. Placed Miles Wood on waivers. Columbus placed 5 players on waivers, including Zach Anston Reese, Luke Kunin, and Jack Johnson. Dallas Stars boss Jim Nill has placed his defenseman Alexander Petrovic on the block. Detroit Red Wings boss Steve Yzerman has placed his center Sheldon Dries on the block. Oilers have placed Derek Ryan, their center, on the block. Oilers have placed defenseman Troy Stecker on the block. Oilers have placed Josh Brown, Corey Perry, and Connor Carrick on the block as well. Florida Panthers have placed Thomas Nosek on the block. Jacob Magna and Mackenzie Entwistle are on waivers. Defenseman John Merrill has been placed on the block by the Wild. Yakov Trenin has been placed on the block by the Wild. Brandon Gaunce and Devin Shore are on waivers. Nashville have placed 4 players on waivers, including Mark Freeman, Kevin Gravel, and Kiefer Bellows. New Jersey Devils right winger Nathan Bastian has been placed on the block. Let's take a look at him. How old is he? 26? Man, we got plenty of centers and wingers. Dennis Chalowski, Max Willman, and Colton White are on waivers. Islanders have placed Scott Mayfield and Julian Gauthier on waivers. Rangers left winger Anton Bleek has been placed on the block. Rangers have placed Ben Harper on waivers. Ottawa Senators left winger Matthew Highmore has been placed on the block. Utah has placed Kyler Yamamoto and Kevin Connaughton on waivers. Pittsburgh Penguins boss Kyle Dubas has placed his defenseman Sebastian Aho on the block. Right winger Noel Akiari has been placed on the block. Sharks have placed Colin White on the block. I'm not going to go through all these. There's a lot of moves. Okay. Scouting. Let's take a look at the goalies. Wow, Anderson didn't get a top 10 goalie? That is crazy. Markstrom over Anderson? Are you kidding? I mean, like there's arguments for everybody else, but for Markstrom, I don't know about that. Wow, we don't get any. Wow, we don't get anybody for defensemen or wingers either? That is crazy. Is Aho a center? Aho didn't make a top 10 center? Oh my God. Wow, we didn't make any top 10 at a position? We don't even get a top prospect? We getting hated on. That is crazy. We just went undefeated in the preseason too. I mean, I know that's like not like, you know, it don't count, but come on. Just some waivers. What else is going on here? Vancouver's placed Ryan Dzingel on waivers. All right. I think he used to play for the Canes a few years ago. Sean Walker will be out of action for about 10 days after he suffered a foot contusion in practice on Wednesday. Oh, okay. We might have to make a roster move there. San Jose placed Barclay Goodrow on waivers. He will clear waivers in 24 hours. Okay, let's take a look at our roster. How many defensemen do we have? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to call up a defenseman. Okay. Let's back up here. Okay, so he can play either position. We will call up take a look at our defenseman real quick, see who we want to call up here. Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. Oh, definitely not. Um, so I guess we'll call up Scott Morrow. Recall to Carolina. Perfect. All right, let's take a look and make sure he made it. Okay. All right. Let's take a look here. So we have a game in 8 days, so let's go ahead and send to there. Scouting. Washington place Lars Eller on waivers. All right. First game of the season, Jersey against Buffalo. See what happens here. Buffalo beat Jersey 3-2. Scouting, 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 scouting. New Jersey has placed Curtis Laser on waivers. He will clear waivers in 24 hours. Vancouver has placed Christian Wallinen on waivers. Vegas Golden Knights have placed Robert Hogg on the block. Okay. Buffalo plays Jersey again. Let's see here. God! Jersey beat Buffalo 11-2. What the hell happened in this game? Good God. Who was the goalie? Luukkonen gave up 5 goals and Reimer gave up 6. Dear God. And I think weren't they the ones that cut Talbot? That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. More scouting. Scouting. Well, New Jersey's Nico Hischier has won the National Hockey League Player of the Week award. Hischier played 2 games during this time, scoring once and getting 3 assists. The Sabres have put James Reimer on the block. That makes perfect sense. He gave up like 6 goals. Good God. Calgary Flames, Kevin Rooney has been placed on the block. Calgary have placed Jared Tenorti on waivers. Rangers defenseman Chad Ruedo has been placed on the block. Rangers place Blid, I hope I pronounced that right, on waivers. Vegas Golden Knights have placed the center Tanner Lazinski on the block. Vegas place Hogg on waivers. Okay, just scouting news. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means, but okay. What does that mean? Information on the team in the current competition. I guess that's what they are in their conference, I guess. All right, anyway. All right, Seattle beat St. Louis 7-2, Florida beat Boston 2-1, and Chicago beat Utah 4-2. Walker resumes light practice. Okay, perfect. Places left winger, the Flames have placed left winger Dryden Hunt on the block. Calgary places Kevin Rooney on waivers. All right, so we got several games tonight. Toronto beat Montreal 5-1. Edmonton beat Winnipeg 5-2. Vegas beat Colorado 5-2. Rangers beat Pittsburgh 4-1, and Calgary beat Vancouver 4-2. Scouting, scouting, scouting. Tons of scouting. New York Islanders defensive Scott Perunovic has been placed on his block by general manager. Los Angeles are looking at getting his rights. Islanders have placed Adam Beckman on waivers. All right, several games. Montreal beat Boston 4-3. Florida beat Ottawa 5-4. Buffalo beat Los Angeles 3-2. Detroit beat Pittsburgh 4-3. Islanders beat Utah 4-2. Toronto beat New Jersey 4-2. Dallas beat Nashville 4-3. Columbus beat Minnesota 4-3. And St. Louis beat San Jose 4-2. Dash reaches career milestone. Montreal's Kirby Dash's point in the game against Boston has taken them to the NHL career milestone of 100. Okay. Tampa Bay scouting. John Cooper normally prefers Tampa Bay to play a dump and chase offensive game. Andrei Vasilevsky provides strong goaltending for Tampa Bay. Victor Hedman anchors the blue line for them. Their key forward Nikita Kucherov leads the charge with Braden Point providing support from the center. They have a well-run power play, so penalties should be kept to a minimum. On the other hand, they haven't got a strong penalty killing crew. Yeah, that's every team we've played so far. Scouting. Florida Panthers boss has placed goalie Capo Kakkonen on the block. Florida has placed Rasmus Asplund on waivers. Benning was put on the block by Toronto. Okay, so we are at our first regular season game. Let's take a look before we end this video. Let's take a look at the lines. Is Walker... Okay, they're preparing to play Walker, so that's good. No, wait. Is Walker scratched? Well, he's still there. He's not injured anymore, I don't think. Let me take a look at the roster. He is injured. But he's able to practice. Okay, so that's why he's on the lineup. Okay. Okay. Jankowski is the scratched. Okay. All right, perfect. So let's get out of there. And we are going to end the video there. Our next video, we will start the regular season. I do want to thank everybody for watching, and y'all have a great day, and we'll catch you later. Bye.